y'all have to pay attention to what's going on from within. Clearing of the mind, meditation, um, eating healthy, giving time to yourself. And when I say giving time to yourself, it's like fasting from, using the phone, being on the internet, um, makes a huge difference. Um, it's a vast amount of energy that actually exists, but we tend to spend it by showing and giving things attention. It's as simple as that. Everything is about pattern cycles and then also about what you pay attention to. So, even down to like when you go within. Now, a lot of things have been happening as far as like just in the astral realm within like the fourth dimension, the fifth dimension. A lot of things are happening. A lot of things are shifting. A lot of things are changing. Um, and I know that because I've been giving myself a chance. It's when you talk about mastering, like, making good habits, deleting bad habits, and you see the work that you put in over time, you'll start to see that in your journey on higher dimensions. So it's gonna show here in the third dimension as well. It's gonna be undeniable. Just enjoy the process. Trust and believe. Like, you are about to manifest. You're about to doors are about to open. Things are about to happen in your life when you go within. Be high vibrational. Pay attention to your dreams, your lucid dreams. I've had over the past 6 to 7 days, I've had about like at least almost 10 lucid dreams, bro. I've had like a plethora of experiences that, like, when I live my life and I actually think about a person, seeing a person, meeting up or whatever, my last recollection of my experience with that person was via my lucid dreams. You feel me? Basically, people who was either from my past or certain quote unquote, I would say, entities acting as people I know within my dream, or you know what I'm saying? Because you know how the brain, how it's so dynamic. It can paint a whole picture. You can be in a totally different like world for real and remember certain events. So like when you live your life here in the third dimension, it's almost like you're moving as if it happened. I got like plenty of dreams, and what I did the most out of this whole time, because again I'm like learning how to like just find different windows and pockets where I can go within and be high vibrational. I can actually start meditating. There's a certain cadence of breathing that I do um, in order to get to a state where I am centered. It actually opens up a vortex of energy, um, and it's amazing to experience, bro. It's and then this is what I'm saying. When you, I believe mastering the entire spiritual journey, it's literally all about just discipline and how bad do you want it. Because when you actually follow the steps and do what you need to do, eating healthy, going to sleep on time, or going to sleep where you can get a decent amount of rest to astral travel. Now, a lot of people think like, okay, what's the point of astral traveling? It doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of people who exist right now who are artists, rappers, singers. If you happen to have lucid dreams, and I think Soul Illuminati, he spoke on this. He was saying what you experience, what you hear, what you see, anything that you get from your dreams, that's literally from like a different universe that you could bring to this universe, and that's a level of creativity. Now, here's how meditation, semen intention, and eating healthy like all kind of goes hand in hand. When you have a lot of like life force energy and you're not constantly releasing, This gives you the ability, this is kind of like your gas to travel the universe in a sense, right? So when you start to meditate, here's a good thing about meditating. Meditating provides a certain amount of, I would like to call it gray matter within the brain. And when you increase the amount of gray matter that you have within your brain, there's a part of your brain where it's responsible for like memory and also like thinking clearer and thinking better. You actually improve that element of yourself by simply meditating. When you sit down and think about, actually try to empty your mind out, but just focus on the breath, focus on breathing. When you focus on breathing, it's a different dynamic. You are actually charging yourself up while on retention, and you have the focus energy. You have, I'd say, the discipline to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna be consistent with it. Not because like I want to like see the benefits or whatnot, but I just want to be consistent. I want to go in a certain direction. I want to feel better about life. So when you think about meditating, and when you think about like, you know, just trying to be disciplined throughout the day or throughout the week, sometimes it's very easy to just, you know, kind of fall into like different habits, or you know what I'm saying, oh, it's the weekend, I don't really have time to meditate, oh, I don't really have time to think about my journey, whatever. It's like when you put that first, everything else will follow in line. Like you are actually creating like a level of attraction because you are acting in this high vibrational state. And before you know it, I say like it wouldn't even be an act. You will actually start to live this out when you change to this frequency. And it's very, very common for, you know, people to get sidetracked. But I think once you are able to actually like have the discipline to actually sit down, just like when you used to go to school, you had to sit down in first period, second period, third period. Yes, we hate school, and yes, it kind of like institutionalized. Now I butchered that word, but like it kind of trained people just to be workers. But also, in a sense, school did have some values. Like it taught you structure, it taught you scheduling, how to be on time, what to rehearse, what to expect when you get out into the real world. You know what I'm saying, or so to speak. You feel me? So, in a sense, it's almost like you're all. Like I look at it as we are in like a big ass university. That's why they call it like a universe or whatnot. Um, and there's so many teaching lessons. You feel me? Some people are here for a specific reason. It may be for them to, you know, be in a low vibrational state for whatever reason. Remember, everything's perception. Give me a second. Everything is perception. Um, and it really depends on whose viewpoint you're looking at when it comes to what's high vibrational and low vibrational and whatnot. But I always say, if it's not aligned with your goals, then that's considered the opposite or low vibrational. You know what I'm saying? If it is with your goals and your goals do mean something, then of course that's high vibrational. That's getting you to your goals. You know what I'm saying? Push you forward. So take a little time out. Sit outside. Meditate. Um, take a break from using the phone for real. Act like you gotta be off the grid if you have to. I mean, of course, you got your loved ones and whatnot that you have to stay in contact with, but like, you know, you let them know you stay in contact. But for the most part, we don't need to be on our phones and really, unless we're like feeding our brain and like learning. I don't think we, you know what I'm saying, are making money. Um, but then again, not all money is good money. So it just depends on how you use like your devices or whatnot. But like, go within and be high vibrational. Give yourself time, dog. That's what you do. You give yourself time. You don't go on these apps. You stay off the phone, because again, it's very, nobody like wakes up and plans to do shit. You feel me? Depending on the emotion or the day, this is how, where for human nature, like we kind of go with that a specific wave for that day. So sometimes the waves can take people different places. You know what I'm saying? You may never know it. You feel me? It could be like a major wave or when a tsunami. You may never know. So in order to stay to manage the waters, you have to be ahead of, like, you know what I'm saying, what wave or what can possibly happen when it comes to you throughout the day, whether it's disciplining yourself to stay committed to a certain task, um, learning how to manage yourself after you succeeded throughout the day. You had a great day. You went to work. You made money. You did what you had to do. You networked. You seen different people. Um, and then at the end of the night, it's still you, where you're still like, man, I feel like I need something else. Like usually around those times, that's when sometimes people like have their kind of like are caught off guard, depending on like how much things you've done throughout the day or whatever you accomplished. Like throughout the day, there's always highs and lows when it comes to emotions. When you talk about the moon, the sun, whether it's daytime, nighttime, it all plays a huge effect on our psyche and how we move throughout the day and how we feel. So it's very important to like stay aware and stay present, so we don't lose ourselves in too much low vibrational emotions, where we begin to play victim, and then we say, oh well, I'm saying, I'm doing this just because of this situation that you really made up in your mind. It's really not as bad as you actually think. You know what I'm saying? So if you feel like, what I'm saying, like you're going through a time where it's just like, oh, okay, damn, bro, I need to get back right, bro, like, what I'm saying, or like I need to break this curse or whatnot, the time's now. It's really on you. You can set the clock. um and for it to really start, it just starts with certain things, simple things. You feel me? Limiting your time. If it's um on whatever apps, I'm telling you, bro, because that's what it really come down to. Like niggas always just be on their phone. We're living in a day and age where, like, we're still primitive. We're still using a cell phone. I think in the future with AI and different technologies, we won't be using our phones anymore. I think shit is gonna be like digital and shit. Like we're just gonna be, you feel me? There's a lot of like actually technology and AI that I've actually seen on the internet. I actually want to start to react to. I don't know if I can do that here because of copyright. You know how, like, content, that shit's weird nowadays. But I say all that to say this: take your time, one step at a time. You're not always gonna be in the situation that you're in right now. Like things happen, seasons come and go, heartbreaks come and go, um, girlfriends come and go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just always be prepared to still enjoy the present moment, but don't get too down when things seem like they're not going your way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Outside of that, like, what I'm saying, I'm chilling today. Uh, I am actually working on the certification that I'm trying to get. I am like 40%, kind of not. Well, I'm 40% finished with what I got to do. I still got like another 60% to do. But I want to hurry up and get this notification. I mean, not notification, certification. And she was good with some shit, bro. Like I'm gonna start to study humanity and the psyche of humans and shit like that. Um, it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very, 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 very interesting, because I feel like even though all of us are so different, I'm so much different than you, depending on like race or where you're from. We still have so many things like in common, and even like how we live life and how our perception is on certain things. Like, yeah, we have a lot in common. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, when people make videos and shit, they have like their community. it's a certain frequency that, like, subconsciously we just kind of align with and we get along. If you see where I'm coming from as far as like, me making my videos and whatnot. But outside of that, yeah, I'm gonna hit this library, get this thing done. Once again, it's been boy Moody Starr. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. Shout out to everybody who's been still checking out the channel here and there. I know a lot of stuff has been going on with the internet and people and streamers and all type of stuff going on. I see it. It's just like whatever, bro. Like, I ain't really tripping. It's what makes the internet the internet. So, but outside of that, bro, it's me, boy Moody Starr. I'm gonna definitely see you guys on the next video, bro. Peace.